Quick, if you're someone that lives in the European Union, you only have a limited time to watch this video. So welcome to Psych IRL, my name is Donna. Article 13. So in one of my previous videos, I mentioned Article 13, and the scary part was, a lot of you did not know what that was. Okay, look, and I know it may not be the most interesting of topics, boring, so I will add explosions. But it's a really important topic that could change the way you use the internet. And even if you don't live in Europe, it still does pertain to you. So give me a chance and I'll explain. I promise it's important. Game Theory and Coffee Break already did an in-depth explanation of Article 13, so I will link their videos down in the description. I'm gonna give you the very simple and gist of what Article 13 is and why you should be very worried. First of all, my channel won't be the only channel that you won't be seeing if Article 13 passes. You're also not going to be seeing channels like CinemaSins.
Shrek conveniently leaves out the part where he kills the fish by farting in the pond.
Bad Lip Reading.
I touch you. Yeah, buddy. Cool beans, homie.
Theory channels, film reviews, and commentary. Now, what do these channels have in common? Well, we used copyrighted material, or work that hasn't been created by us. Article 13 will ultimately stop this. And before you go, good, that's stealing. The way my channel and these channels use copyrighted work is okay because it lies under fair use. Fair use states that it's acceptable to use material without the copyright owner's permission in works of commentary, criticism, research, teaching, or news reporting. Explosion. This is really vital to free speech. You should be able to critique something, or give your educational take on something, and report something happening. For example, documentaries often use copyrighted material to showcase something and discuss an overall important topic. Without fair use, documentaries wouldn't happen. But it's not fair use when you simply upload a duplicated version of somebody else's work. You must add commentary, criticism, education, or some kind of reporting for it to be classified as fair use. It's also good to note that the content must be transformative in nature. So it's also not fair use if you do a video and a song you don't have the license to is playing in the background. Because it's not transformative in nature, you're simply just doing a video and you're kind of claiming that the song is yours. But if you're breaking down a song and commenting on each part, that would be fair use.
24 Karat Magic is essentially made up of that drum, plus a number of synthesizers that play the role of guitar, bass, and horn sections from Brown's music.
And of course, we wouldn't have memes if it weren't for fair use.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Here's the problem. This law only applies to the United States. And since a lot of these websites where users can upload whatever content they want are sort of global, such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, these websites have to abide by the rules of these countries. Countries in the European Union, unfortunately, have different rules. According to Film Theory, they explained it as, instead of fair use, it's called permitted use. I also looked something up and I saw something called fair dealing. I mean, I don't know what it's called really, to tell you the truth, but the gist of it is the European Union and the US do not have the same rules. So there's a problem because the European Union wants to pass this directive, Article 13.
It's often referred to as the upload filter, and it would make most internet platforms that host large amounts of user-uploaded content directly liable for copyright infringements by their users.
Explosion. Its ultimate goal is to protect copyright holders. And of course, that is the rightful goal. You shouldn't be using material that isn't yours, unless of course if it were criticism, commentary, educational purpose, or review.
They take videos and pictures from all around the internet and centralize them on their page. Centralized in this case is a nice word for stealing.
But this article wants to have YouTube to have more responsibility in the consequences. So right now what happens is that when someone uploads a video that isn't theirs, there's something called Content ID. So the rightful owner gets some sort of notification that someone has uploaded a duplicate copy of their video. Now this person has the choice of
block the video that matched their content, they can monetize the video, or they can track viewer data to get detailed analytics such as countries where their content is popular.
Now, this whole system isn't perfect. Some people abuse Content ID and strike people that do commentary, criticism, or research.
Why is everybody lying about Bohemian Rhapsody? I talk about the issue
I don't play even a fucking microsecond of the song, not at all. Boom, what do I wake up to today? Oh, this claim was manually claimed, not even an automatic detection. Some motherfucker, fuck you, went in and manually claimed this video.
But it's the only feasible option that works for now. So YouTube gives the owners of the video tools to potentially take down videos that violate their copyright rights. Case, did not say that right. So if someone steals your content, you cannot sue YouTube. You can sue the individual that stole your content, but you can't sue YouTube because YouTube is just responsible for giving you the tools to take that person down. Article 13 wants it so YouTube has to be responsible for violations of copyright. They can be sued too. This is very impossible. There is no system that can differentiate between commentary, criticism, and research, and just a straight up duplicate of an upload. The only way that could really work is if there's some sort of human intervention, and that's not possible with the amount of hours that is uploaded to YouTube every single minute. Because of this article, it would be better for YouTube to not allow regular people to upload content because they just don't have a system that can, again, classify between those two types of content. So in Europe, the only people that could probably upload are corporations because YouTube knows that they own the licenses to whatever they upload. This is heavily backed by music lobbyists. Sir Paul McCartney, man, I love the Beatles, but this is what he says. Dear members of the European Parliament, I write to urge your support for the mandate on copyright in the upcoming plenary vote this week. Music and culture matter. They are our heart and soul, but they don't just happen. They demand the hard work of so many people. Importantly, music also creates jobs and economic growth and digital innovation across Europe. Unfortunately, the value gap jeopardizes the music ecosystem. We need an internet that is fair and sustainable for all, but today, some user-uploaded content platforms refuse to compensate artists and all music creators fairly for their work while they exploit it for their own profit. The value gap is that gulf between the value these platforms derive from music and the value they pay creators. The proposed copyright directive and its Article 13 would address the value gap and help assure a sustainable future for the music ecosystem and its creators, fans, and digital music services alike. Please vote to uphold the mandate on copyright and Article 13. You hold in your hands the future of music here in Europe. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Sir Paul McCartney. Explosion. So essentially what that open letter is saying is they want more money. YouTube does pay them, but they need more of that cut from YouTube. This article would do that because it will penalize YouTube every time some copyright violation is made. It will no longer penalize the individual person that uploaded that content. They will penalize YouTube. And yes, YouTube has said that they support this goal. People shouldn't be uploading content that isn't theirs. But this article isn't the right way to do it. It's just impossible with a platform that's designed where everyone can upload whatever they want. No algorithm can detect between what's criticism and what's a straight duplicate uploaded video. And if this article passes, I'm gonna be losing a big chunk of my audience. They will not be able to see my videos. But this doesn't only just affect me, like I said before, it's gonna affect creators that create content that uses copyrighted material that live in the European Union. You're not gonna see creators like PewDiePie. He lives in the UK, and apparently, even though Brexit happened, he's still affected by this rule. I know what you're thinking if you're someone that doesn't live in Europe. It's not gonna affect you, but it does. Not only are you going to lose some of those good creators that live in Europe, but these rules may also someday be applied to everyone, across the board. We already see YouTube moving in a corporate direction. Don't let it move any further. There have been some great creators that have blossomed on the site without any corporate interference, and that's an amazing thing because you're able to upload whatever you want. And with this article passing, that's not gonna happen anymore. So what can you do to stop this? If you are someone that lives in the European Union, you can sign the petition that I have left down in the description below. If you are someone that doesn't live in the European Union, bring awareness to this by tweeting about it, sharing on Facebook, or making a video about it. It's a really important topic. Normally, I don't ask you to share anything because I don't know, I feel kind of weird about it, but I think this is a very important topic, and I think that I explained it fairly well, hopefully. Retweet the original tweet that I made on Twitter and I'll give you a shout out in the next video. I will see you guys next time. Some of you, stay psyched.